Jets have taken a first-quarter lead.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, the natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series. One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And this one's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, you need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
Cook following the penalty. And he'll take this one down to the 36. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And he finds Howard complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Watch it now, Barney!
They'll run for it. Cook. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. O.J. Howard, his second touchdown on the season. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. In for the score. And the Jets are able to strike for 6. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you? Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football. Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that makes the score 14-7. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January. And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl. And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble. And they'll run it here. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill. On second down, Cook. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. New York set to take the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November. already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Well, they go with a slant that time, 15 yards at a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Watching that, Barney!
Mayfield on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39! Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Throwing. Mayfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So 1:55 to go in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets are going to take the lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Texans now. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Adams. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. His throw caught at about the 5. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll run on 1st down. Mitchell. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Mayfield. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Final play of the half, Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Starting the third quarter with Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
So what's the word I'm looking for here about how this drive just started?
Disjointed?
I'll go with that one. I mean, think about it. First down, took a bad loss on a running play. Take the sack on second down. Now they got to come up with something big here on third.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Now, Barney, Barney.
On play action, they'll throw. They're going deep here for Taylor. He's got him in, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a big 32-yard play on third. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Cook. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it second down.
Oh, yeah, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Looking to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. first possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll keep it on the ground. Mitchell, and he'll find some space up to about the 25. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On first down, Mitchell. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On 2nd down, Mitchell. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. Mayfield now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll run on first down. Mitchell, and he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. On 2nd down now. Mitchell, and taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, Mitchell. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And no, it's incomplete. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And this Texans defense stands tall. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game-tied fourth quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game fourth quarter makes this thing a little bit more interesting. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They'll look to throw here on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Texans on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. A give. This is Cook. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did. One
of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's a 5-yard pickup, but spotted a few chain links short of the first, so a little bit of decision time here coming up on 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
We got three. Watch him now, Barney.
It's a quarterback sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this.
Watch him now, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Again, it's Cook. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. They'll run with Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone.
All right, here we go. 319! 319!
They'll give it to him up the middle. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is good. And they have regained the lead. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Houston, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the losses continue to mount as they drop to 0-11 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the